virtual body weight workout. We're gonna actually have 10 different movements. I know the first 6 we're gonna be on the ground. So a lot of different movements. We'll start floor-based and then we'll get up on our feet. The interval we're gonna go with today is gonna be 30-15, so that's 30 seconds of work followed by 15 seconds of rest. If there's a few I wanna pause the clock just to do some explanation. A lot of them are movements that you're probably familiar with, and if I can, within that 15-second rest period, I'll give you an explanation, but if I think it requires a little longer, I may pause the clock intermittently. Now, again, we're gonna go through one round. What I would recommend is, again, you're gonna go through 2, 3, possibly 4 rounds of this. So do your best to keep the clock moving. But again, this first round, I wanna make sure that we have proper explanation so you can do these correctly while you're at home. All right, let's get after it. We're gonna start on the ground performing our cook lift, which is a great glute bridge movement. It's a great activation drill for the glute. And how you're gonna perform is, again, we're gonna have one leg pulled into the chest, and then we're just driving all the way up, coming back down. We wanna make sure we hug this knee in as close as we can to the chest. What that's gonna do is inhibit the lower back from getting involved. So I'm gonna start our clock. It's gonna start counting us down. So we got about 8 seconds. So again, let's get our head down, pull that knee in close to the chest. The working foot is flat, get ready. And we're gonna drive up and come all the way back down. Right up and right back down. Our breathing, exhale. Sniff air as you lower yourself. Ten seconds. And down. So we have 15 seconds of recovery time. We're just gonna go right to our other leg here. So again, 10 seconds. Get ready at 5 seconds. And up. Drive through the ground. Exhale as I go up. Sniff as I come down. Focus on contracting glute. If you feel hamstring cramping, that means you're not getting enough of a contraction for your glute. Press that foot all the way into the ground. 3, 2, and relax. Awesome. From here, guys, we're gonna go to a bridge march. So we're gonna stay on our back. Now we're gonna incorporate some instability as we lift one leg at a time. So we got 5 seconds. Let's position our arms right at our side. So get ready. So first, perform your bridge, and then a march, you're just gonna lift one leg, and we're gonna alternate that, hence bridge, a march. Here's your objective. I don't want my hips to move as I perform this. So now we go from this glute activation hamstring drill into now also engaging a lot of core, pelvic stability. We have 5 seconds. And down. Awesome. All right, so from here, we're gonna do a push-up with a shoulder tap. So very similar concept what we just did, lifting an arm and having it stabilized, but now we're gonna do an upper body drill. So a push-up with an alternating shoulder tap. So let's go into our push-up, tap, and what I'm trying to do is keep my hips level as I perform this. Breathing, sniff air as you go down. Blow out on the press. Got 10 seconds. Awesome. All right, so we're staying down. Now we're gonna go into a tall plank with a body saw. So the body saw comes from the feet, the ankles pushing forward. So again, I'm gonna go here in the turf so I can grip the ground. I'm gonna go up, here's my tall plank, and the body saw, I'm just driving from the ankles. Benefit of that, additional demand in the core, but now we're adding some ankle mobility. I wanna make sure my arms stay locked. We have 10 seconds. Awesome, guys. All right, kind of coming close to an end here. we're gonna do a kneeling tricep extension. So we're gonna perform in a modified plank position, and then we're just gonna extend up. So here's our movement. So let's get that modified plank, palms down, press. Lower yourself back down. Now I wanna keep my elbows in. If you have to adjust your hands, do it. A lot of triceps here. Excellent. Now we got to work the backside. So this is called lying prone, handcuffed to overhead. So we're gonna lie prone, means prone's face down. Hands behind our back. Watch me on this drill. We're gonna lift the elbows up and the chest, reach around into our overhead position, come back, cross the hands in the lower back, and relax. So it's up, reach, a lot of scapular upper back work here. Come back, cross, and down. Up, reach, come back, and down. Awesome. Let's get you guys up on your feet now. We're gonna do the Atlas lunge. So again, we're gonna go with a reverse lunge and this reach, which is a great hip flexor. Also, again, we're kind of going all the way across the opposite shoulder. So I'm gonna step back with my right, reach, and come back up. Breathing, sniff some air. Now this knee's gonna wanna roll in. Fight that. Create that as a point of stability. I wanna have that stretch coming from the hip up into my upper body, but I don't want the knee to roll in. Just get one more. Awesome. We're gonna go other side. Doing well. We got like 3 more movements, guys. All right, 5 seconds. Get ready. 2, 1. Lock in that back leg. From there, all right, so now we're gonna go into a 90-90, which is a hip mobility drill. And what it's doing, we're working on external and internal mobility of the hip. So I'm gonna get myself nice and centered, take a big breath, blow it out as I come forward, come back, sniff some air, take a big breath, blow it out, come back, take a big breath. If I have to reset, get center. Let's do one more. Awesome. Let's switch it up to the other side. After this, we'll be back on our feet performing a squat. So we're just doing this to kind of loosen up the hips when we go into our squat. All right, get nice and centered. Notice I'm a little tighter on this side. Big breath, and blow it out. Come back, big breath, blow it out. Come back, big breath, and exhale. Let's do one more. Big breath, blow it out. Relax. Back on our feet, we're gonna go into what's called a lateral squat. So I'm gonna perform with my feet wider than shoulder width. And we're just gonna pull ourselves down into a squat to one side and alternate. So get ready. And I'm gonna sit. Awesome, and now we're just gonna finish this off the clock. We're gonna do 10 downward dogs, where we're gonna then go into a cobra. So I'm gonna count these aloud. We're just gonna perform 10 repetitions. So this is a great mobility stretch for that lumbar spine. So here's our downward dog. I'm gonna drive my heels down, and now I'm gonna take a big breath, exhale, go into my cobra. Hips are off the ground, and I'm gonna look up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 more. 6, 7. 3 more, guys. This is it. 8, 9, and 1 more. 10. Awesome. That is a great, like I said, full body mobility and strengthening routine. I wouldn't recommend, it's not necessarily for fat burning, great for mobility and for strength. So I recommend taking yourself through at a 30-15. I would repeat that 2 up to an additional 3 more times. Make sure you give yourself a little water in between. All right, enjoy your workout.